Good morning, y'all. I just wanted to talk, general talk. I want to talk about how I've been the past few and a half years. Now, when I first started TikTok with y'all, I made a lot of videos. I talked to you. I shared a lot about me and that kind of stuff. And here lately, I know I haven't been on TikTok with y'all talking to you. And for the before the past 3.5 years, I was always involved in conspiracy theories, watching them on YouTube and that kind of stuff, and talking to my friends about the conspiracies, making my friends mad about the conspiracies I believed. They wouldn't talk to me no more because of the conspiracies I believed. So, which a lot of them are coming true now. But I got away from them in the beginning of 2023 when I started getting obsessed in the Idaho 4 case. Ever since delving into that case, I have been obsessed. There's a lot of other people I talk to that have felt the same way as me. I've never been involved in a true crime story like this to the extent that I have been with Idaho 4. Before Idaho 4 was mainly the Manson murders that I would be into, always finding out about that, any new info on that. I got into the Gabby Petito case some. I didn't go to the extreme that I am going to now with Idaho 4. I'm involved in live chats on YouTube with the Idaho 4. And the Idaho 4 happened in November 13th, 2022, where 4 college students were killed in their home. Kaylee, Maddie, Xana, and Ethan. And just the way that they died draws you into the way they explain how it happened doesn't make sense at all. They give it to one man that done it in I've heard 4 minutes, I've heard 6 minutes, I've heard 9 minutes. But I don't think I've heard over 9 minutes. And this man was supposed to go in this house on 2 levels of floors and kill 4 people. Stab them, 4 of them, in, let's say, 9 minutes most. So you look at the case and you're like, who did this? Who really did this? And you can see that a group of people had to have done this. And I thought that from the beginning. I thought that it may be ritualistic from the beginning. And I still think that way, especially with more stuff that I have learned about the Greek system and the frats and the sororities and how they haze during pledging time and how hazing can turn deadly. And they also have rituals where these rituals is like mind control to them. Let's just say they get that spirit upon them. When they do the rituals, they will get that demonic spirit upon them. Now, I am trying to show that over on YouTube, sharing testimonies of people who have been in the frats and sororities and had to go through the hazing and done hazing to others during their pledges, and how rough the hazing was, and then their rituals and what they had to do. And I just think that that's something that may have happened in this case. A lot of us are leaning towards the frats and sororities, and if you're listening, because I know some of you are out there, we have followed you on your social media to check you out and see how you are. And yes, we have our eyes. A lot of us have our eyes on the Greek system and the frats and sororities. Now, there's another side that wants to believe that the Aryan Knights came in and did this because of two of the parents of the kids in this out of the four. And I do not believe that way. I do not believe that these two mothers are the blame for this. I will not put this blame on the shoulders of two mothers. Their children got killed because these mothers got caught with drugs, and they told on who they got their drugs from, etc. And so the Aryan Knights, in revenge, come after the children. And two survivors were left in this case. And also those two survivors waited 8 hours to call 911. And I think that's what has everybody upset in this case. Some people make excuses for these two girls and feel sorry for them when I never have. You know why? I buried 2 children. And if that was one of my children, my child, that you didn't call 911 for 8 hours, I don't care what your excuse is, honey child. I don't care. Because if I saw you, I would want to beat you up for not calling 911. I don't care how drunk you are. I don't care how out of it you are. You know, or what drug you're on to be out of it. I mean, you know that you call 911 when you feel danger, when you hear someone's in danger. And if Dylan would have called 911 when she heard Kaylee or Xana, we hear both sides. We hear Kaylee said it, we hear Xana said it. Someone's here! And Dylan locks her door and ignores everything. If she would have called 911, they probably would all still be alive right now. And so you can defend Dylan all you want. And you can say one man did it all you want. There's no way. After looking at the autopsy reports, there's no way one man did this. And it kind of appears that maybe there was a female killer involved in this group. So that's where I've been the last 3.5 years. And I've been obsessed. I don't know why, but I have been. That's all I do. I go to work, I come home, and I get on YouTube and look up Idaho 4 and what I could watch about it.